Hello everyone, my name is Arslan Ashik and this is my reflection video on the Art for Educational Fundraiser project. This experience has been both challenging and rewarding, and I would like to share some of the key takeaways from this journey. Welcome everyone to Bushes for Bright Futures, the Art for Education Fundraiser. This initiative unites creativity and compassion to support children education, organized by Ravensbourne University. The event highlights how art can empower underprivileged communities and bring positive social challenges through collaboration. So let's begin with our first slide, which is about introduction. Firstly, I introduce the Wishes for Bright Future Art for Educational Fundraiser. I explained the purpose of the event, which is to raise money for educational materials for underprivileged children. Through art, I highlighted key event activities like exhibitions, live painting, and workshops. I also outlined what the full report covers, including the project goals, scope, planning, team roles, risk, and budget, providing a clear overview to guide the rest of the project. These fundraisers focus on raising funds for children's educational materials through exhibitions, workshops, and live painting. We combine creativity with social impact. The introduction sets the stage, outlined goals, planning, risk, and budgeting, ensuring a structured approach to achieving both financial and community-driven outcomes. The next slide is about project scope. The scope of the project extends beyond fundraising. It emphasizes building community unity and awareness around educational inequality. Activities including auctions, exhibitions, and workshops. Smart objectives keep us focused, ensuring measurable success in the fundraising. Attendance, the artist participation while delivering clear outcomes like venues, promotions, and donation platforms. I explained the full plan and purpose behind the Brushes for Bright Futures fundraiser. I started with a detailed description of the event, which is all about using art to bring people together and raise money for educational material for children in need, especially those in affected homes. I described the different activities like art exhibitions, live painting, workshops, and art auctions. And next, I talk about why we are doing this event. It's not just about raising funds, but also about building unity, supporting creativity, and helping Ravensbourne University give back to the community. It brings awareness to educational inequality and gives people a way to make a real difference. Then I include clear, smart objectives for fundraising, attendance, and artist participation. I also listed what we will deliver, like a well set up venue, promotional materials, and online tools for donations. I include the key milestones like when artists' participation and promotions start and what needs to be ready before the event. I also mentioned the technical needs like audio visuals, lighting, and talk about challenges like a limited budget and tight schedule and how we plan to overcome these. The next slide is about deliverables and challenges. Key deliverables include a functional venue, promotional resources, and donation systems. Milestones focus on timely artist engagement, promotion launch, and readiness checks. While budget and schedule limitations remain challenges, carefully plans and resources optimization will ensure we deliver an impactful, well-organized event within a given contracts. The next slide is about project team. The project operates under transformational leadership, emphasizes collaboration, motivation, and purpose. Each role, marketing, finance, logistics, volunteers, artisans, it is vital for smooth operations. A project based enhance communication, efficiency, and decision making, ensuring the fundraisers achieves its goals effectively and reflects teamwork importance in delivering success. In this section, I explained how I would lead the team using a transformational leadership style. This means I focus on inspiring the team by connecting their strength with the project purpose. I then describe the different roles in the team such as marketing lead, artist, logistic coordinator, finance officer, and volunteer coordinator. Each person has clear responsibilities to help the event run smoothly. I also explained why I choose a project-based team structure. It helps the team stay focused, improve communications, and allow quicker decisions, which is really important for a creative and time-sensitive event like this. Overall, the section shows how the team will work together to make the fundraiser a successful while supporting a good cause. The next is about resources and task allocations. A work breakdown structure help divide the project into manageable tasks. The 11-week schedule is mapped in a Gantt chart showing progress and dependencies. Using a RACI matrix clarifies responsibilities, avoids overlaps, and ensures accountability, keeping all team members assigned and productive throughout the fundraiser planning. In this section, I broke down the entire art fundraiser project into a clear steps using a work breakdown structure. This helps organize everything from planning and budgeting to risk management and scheduling. I explained each phase in detail so the team knows what needs to happen and when. Then I created a project schedule that spreads tasks over 11 weeks, starting with early planning and ending with post-event wrap-up like donation tracking. I also added a Gantt chart to show the timeline visually. This chart helped me plan the order to task and how long each will take. Finally, I used a RACI matrix to clearly who is responsible, accountable, consulted or informed for each task. This keeps everyone on the same page and makes sure the work is shared fairly. Overall, this section helped the project run smoothly and stay on track. The next is about communication plan. Strong communication ensures the fundraiser success. Using a multiple channel like meetings, WhatsApps, and shared documents prevents delays or misunderstandings. Internal stakeholders include students and faculty, while externals are sponsors and suppliers. Engagement activities like update, invitations, and appreciation messages strengthen trust and relationship for future collaboration. I explained how the team will stay connecting through the project. I created a detailed communication plan showing what tools we will use, how often we will communicate, and who will be involved. This includes meetings, emails, shared documents, and even a WhatsApp group to make sure everyone is updated on time. I followed the idea that using multiple channels improves teamwork and avoid confusion. I also identified our key stakeholders, which are like students and faculty and outside like sponsors and suppliers. I made sure their roles are interested are clearly understood. To keep everyone engaged, I suggested regular updates, personal invitation, and thank you messages after the event. This helped build trust and shows appreciation for their support. The next is about quality plan. Quality is ensured by assigning roles for checks and reviews. Tools such as checklist, layout plans, and feedback forms help maintain high standards. Success is measured by satisfaction, task completions, and issue resolution. Venue inspections and equipment testing minimize risk, ensuring the event runs smoothly. I focused on how we will keep everyone in the fundraisers up to high standard. I explained each team member's role in maintaining quality from planning to final checks. I included clear quality processes like pre-event rehearsals, artwork inspections, and regular review to make sure everything meets expectation. I also listed tools we will use such as checklist, feedback forms, layout plans, and help monitor and maintain quality. I added metrics like attendance satisfaction, task completion rates, and issue tracking to make measure success. To avoid problems, I explained control activities like venue inspection and testing equipments. If something goes wrong, I outlined simple steps for fixing it, learning from it, and preventing it in the future. The next is about risk plan. Risks are carefully assessed using a severity matrix to prioritize impact. Common risks include low attendance, cancellations, and technical problems. Preventive actions like strong promotion, backup equipment, and standby artists ensure disruptions are minimized, safeguarding the event's continuity and overall success despite unforeseen circumstances. I looked at possible risks that could affect the success of the art fundraiser. I used a risk severity matrix to identify which risks are more serious based on how likely they are to open and happen and how much impact they could have. For example, low attendance is a high risk impact risk, so I suggested strong promotion and community outreach to prevent it. I also include risks like technical issues, artist cancellations, and bad weather. Each of these were analyzed carefully and I planned ways to manage them. For instance, having backup equipment and doing well technical checks can reduce the chances to break down. For artist cancellation, I suggested having extra artists on the standby. The next is KPIs. Key performance indicators measure the fundraiser success, funds raised compared to target reflection, financial outcomes. Attendance and social media engagement evaluate promotion effectiveness. The number of artworks sold demonstrate both artist involvement and audience interest, giving us a clear understanding of event performance. I explained how we will measure the success of the fundraisers using clear and trackable key performance indicators. These KPIs help us understanding how we will meet our goals and where we can improve in the future. I include indicators like the total fundraised compared to our target, which shows if our fundraising efforts worked. I also added attendance numbers to check how far our promotion reached and how many people got involved. To ensure online engagement, I suggested tracking likes, shares, and clicks on the social media. This tells us how well our digital outreach performed. The number of artworks sold in auction also gives insight into both audience interest and artist involvement. These KPIs will guide future planning by helping us learn what works and what needs improvement. They make the project results clear and help ensure even better events like time. And the next is about finance estimation. The fundraiser budget of £3,000 is planned using realistic costs, major allocation including technical equipment, catering and marketing. Saving come from the Ramsbond University free venue. A contingency fund ensure we are prepared for unexpected cost, balancing efficiency with financial sustainability to deliver maximum impact. In this section, I explained how the project budget can plan and estimated. I used a bottom-up method, which means I looked at each task and worked out the cost based on real course research and past event data. This helped create a realistic and accurate budget. I then broke down the full cost structure with our £3,000 budget. For example, we saved money by using Ravensbourne University venue at no cost. I set aside £500 for marketing and £400 for artist materials to ensure a strong visual and creative impact. Catering is budgeting at £600 to keep everyone refreshed and comfortable during the event. Technical equipment had the biggest cost at £800 because good sound and visual are very important. I also added £300 for unexpected cost and £400 for decor and supplies. The last is about conclusion. The event balance creativity, financial responsibility, and social impact. Risks are managed with contingency strategies and KPIs guide successful measurements. More than raising funds, this project builds community unity, promotes educations, and demonstrates art's power in driving meaningful and change the living a lasting legacy. I brought together everything that was planned for the art fundraising event. I explained how the project uses its resources carefully while aiming to make both a financial and social impact. I showed that the event stayed within £300 budget while still managing to cover all important areas like promotion, setup, and audience comfort. I also highlighted how risks are managed through backup plans and how successful will be the measure using clear key performance indicators. Every decision in the plan is based on research and real data, which help make the project more reliable and goal focused. This shows that the event is not just about fundraising money, but also about building a strong, meaningful experience for the community. It combines creativity with the careful planning and offers something valuable for both the children it supports and everyone who takes part. Thank you for watching my video.